Good day.
Good day.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Feeling a little sleepy still?
Yes.
Yeah.
Quite. What can I say?
Got a late start.
Yep. So today we have some more white on black tattoos.
Yep. This is round 3 of this.
Round 3 of this. Yep. Well, I never get tired of this.
My perspective is different every time we come to it, obviously. Changed
More or less nihilistic.
I would say equal, but
okay.
different.
Good.
Right?
Equal but different
Equal
is good.
but different. I have appreciation for it for a purpose.
Okay.
Not just on its own.
Yes.
Right? I don't love it. It's the first image here.
Yes.
I don't love this use.
Well, what
of
I was going to say is welcome to our first use, one that you and I both don't very much like.
Yeah, I don't like this approach.
Yep.
It's not like I don't think something will be there at the end, but it's going to be really, really faint.
Yep.
And it's going to be dull, and it's just you see so many of these line worky white on black things, and it's just there's nothing that there to make this thing stand. And also the center of that is just so many little lines.
Yep.
With nothing to break that up. It just kind of looks like a mess.
Yeah. I really don't understand the line weights chosen here.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, it's not the best version of this, but
no.
Like if you got even just a few feet off of this, it's like, what in the hell is that?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like,
What's on your arm?
Friggin' mess on your arm there.
Yeah.
And then I kind of dig what they did at the bottom. But
I do too.
It does have a look, but it's the best part of this tattoo.
I agree. I completely agree.
Other than that, the black is pretty dark, but this is also a super edited photo.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking they ramped up the contrast here.
Yep.
So this thing looks worse in person, fresh, and it's God only knows what it looks like healed.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully it's still there, but who knows?
Some of it will be, and some of it, like the really thin lines, are going to be really hard to see.
Yeah.
Like the thicker lines will be a little better, but the thin lines are going to be really, really, really hard to see. And
yeah.
Like I'm kind of hoping that some of what we're doing here is going to change people's approach to this.
I hope so.
Because like this is not the way to do it.
No, I agree.
And this is putting a bad spin on white on black too.
In my opinion, yeah.
It's making it look worse than it is.
Yeah. Well, and it makes it look in its infancy still, in my opinion.
Limited, very limited.
Because we're going to see some ones that are less limited, which I quite like.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I know. We don't have to just do line work floral over top of these things.
Or geometric patterns.
Or geometric patterns or anything that's just like liners and stuff. Like
all you see is
there's possibility.
God damn. Take some chances.
I know, man. Nobody swings for the fences. It's wild.
You're already
okay,
blacked
some
out
people
your
that
arm. May as well go for it.
Yeah, exactly. What's the worst that can happen? Do it again.
Yeah.
All right, next up.
So, yeah, this one's cooler.
Yes.
And there's a better chance of something being there at the end of it. Some of it's going to blob up, but, like, I think the parts that will blob up are the grayer parts.
Yes.
Right, because they didn't put enough black in places there.
Yeah.
So that white isn't going to be able to do all the legwork on its own. But the places where they have black and white working together here are going to be really good.
Yeah.
It's really going to work.
You know, anytime somebody says, oh, I want to cover up, and they want black and gray, this is immediately what I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think, why don't you just swing at something like this?
Yeah, why not?
Well, I mean, because there's few people that can, but it's still the better idea.
I just think, like, the more I think about this whole thing, and I'm not attacking laser, but, like, laser's going to take a long time, too.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to hurt a lot, and it's going to cost a lot. They're both equal, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, because you're still... A lot of times with laser, you're still going to be limited into what you can do at the end of it anyway.
Yeah.
Still going to have to hide it, right?
Yep.
You can't just do whatever you want. You can't do a watercolor scene over top of a really dark tattoo. Really.
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
no.
So you're not going to win that battle.
Yeah.
So, like, all it is then is a choice. And I feel like when people see more of this stuff, I think this route you'll start to see it more often.
I hope so.
Yeah, like just tattooing over and then, yeah, layering.
And I think more of it's just like the being shown to the tattooers out there, where it's like, man, if you're a decent color guy, you might be able to swing at this. You know what I mean?
You might be able to do this.
Yep.
Right.
I like it personally. Yep. All right, next up. Another thing I like.
Yeah, this is also a better approach to floral.
Yeah, much.
Once again, I think that a better approach would have been to have a little heavier dark in there.
Yeah.
But this is still better than the line work stuff.
So, I mean, what they probably did is they probably did the same tone of black, so it's probably still like a dynamic over dynamic.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but you could do an extra run at it, and you're not going to have it kind of soften out into nothing
Yeah.
My thing is like you still want the tone of that dark to be separate from the outer dark.
Yeah, so these things, the white is going to darken and the black is going to lighten.
Yeah.
Right? So all the contrast you have here is going to be less soon.
Yes.
Right? So you really want to hit those contrasts as hard as possible.
Yes.
You
in
can't,
all things.
Like, well, you can't do these soft shades so much.
Nah.
You kind of have to really
swing.
You got to swing. You got to make it really contrasted. So again, this one has a better shot than the first one, but I think just barely. Like I think I like this a lot more.
Yeah, me too.
Wrong.
Yep. Oh, but this is a good direction in my opinion.
I think I would have done heavier contrast here.
Yeah, agreed. But nice attempt. I like it.
Yep.
All right, next up, we got a before.
Yep.
A horrible before, and then an after.
Yeah, and this thing has a whole new life.
Yeah,
I got tagged in this on TikTok.
Yep. I wouldn't doubt it.
The comment that I got tagged in was where someone had brought me into the discussion because someone was saying that this thing was going to fall apart in 10 seconds.
Why?
Because you can't put white over black.
Man, people
and what was horrible was this person who said that yeah, you can. Like, it was getting mobbed by comments like,
really?
None of this will last. It's stupid to try. You shouldn't even try. Just give up. It's not going to work. Like, just laser it and start out, like that kind of stuff. And I was like, the fuck you can't. None of you have a fucking clue what you're talking about.
Man, that mentality irks me so much.
Like,
it's just
none of
no,
these
no,
people,
it can't.
Well, none of these people have ever even tried it, guaranteed.
Yeah.
And they probably never even seen it.
Yeah.
And then they have the confidence to just so boldly like scream at this person not to even try.
Or they're the type of person that can't put white in on non-tattooed skin.
Yeah, that could be too.
Because, like, I mean, that's that. They're out there too.
Well, and then so suddenly, like, my lived experience is completely meaningless.
Null and void, yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
like, or like anyone else out there that has, like, look at Jessie Manchester's work.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, so she's using white in her tattoos over black almost all the time.
Yeah.
Almost everything becomes multi-layer now, right? Like, a lot of tattooers are doing this, but the problem, I think, is a lot of them aren't really even explaining that they're doing it or like how they're doing it.
It's just there in the image.
So it's just some kind of a like an optical illusion or something. Like,
yeah.
Like, I feel like people don't even realize what they're looking at a lot of the time, like, and how that came to be.
Yeah.
Like, I know Guy Le Tattooer, I think is his name.
Yep.
He's doing the multi-layer bodysuits. He did the inspired portraits.
Yep.
Whatever her name is.
Yep.
That's all like multi-layered from conception.
Yep.
Like, it was planned out to be that way. Like, that wasn't a horrible failure that they had no choice.
Yeah.
That
was a desired route.
Specifically meant to do white on black layers.
Yeah.
So, like, why would they set out with intention of doing something that can't be done?
Yeah. And like visually succeeding at it, and then proving that wrong, and yet people don't view that stuff. It's wild.
Yeah, and then instead it's just this parroted line that it's impossible.
Yeah, that's
and
a
anyone
bummer.
who says it isn't is either a moron or lying or
Yeah.
they've edited their photos or like this video here. This isn't real.
Yeah,
we edited this on me.
Yeah, every time, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we edited it on.
Yeah,
This
of
is
course.
not a real rose.
No, it can't be.
You're putting this on there with your magic
right now. Yeah, every
it's
time.
impossible to tattoo that.
CGI.
Yeah,
I work
so
for Peter Jackson's company.
I'm going to keep doing these just so that I can keep talking about this.
Yeah,
and,
you should.
And try and show as many paint drinkers out there as there still are that, yes, this is doable.
Yeah.
It might not ever be super bright.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to get it that bright.
Paper towel white, no.
Yeah, that's not the intention. The intention is to have something like black and gray at the end of it.
Yes.
Really, if you're not in it for that reason, you're probably doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But
temper your expectations.
that's why these white on black line work ones don't work for me, because it's like the intention there is they think that's going to be a white line at the end.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's not. It's going to be a dark gray line.
Yeah.
Right.
If that.
If you do it over and over again, you might get it to a light gray.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be that. Like, this guy here is going to darken.
Oh, yeah.
But it's still going to look there.
It's going to look dope.
Yeah, it's going to look. This is a really cool idea that they had here. Yeah. And kudos to the tattooer for doing this too.
Oh, they did a great job.
Yeah, and it's an alternative route, right? It's a new route to cover up.
Give this bird new life.
Yeah.
Okay, last but not least, this was my favorite because I just like skulls. A skull.
Yeah, this is great. They've really hid the scars really well.
Oh yeah.
See, this is the thing. Like, even if this blackout was done well, and it wasn't, obviously, it wasn't
No.
a good blackout.
Yeah.
The scars will always be there.
Oh yeah.
Right. So, putting an image over top of it, those scars still exist. It's just now they're hidden.
Yep.
Right. So, and then this skull, it's gonna hold up too, because like most of the important information is in the black.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
So, like,
that tattoo is there in the black.
You're gonna lose some of the white. It's gonna darken, but like, who cares?
Yeah.
Skulls are dark and beat up looking anyway.
Yeah, and it looks almost cooler.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like this skull coming out of the black
A
subtly.
skull is a good bet for white on black
Yes.
because it doesn't need to be super bright.
I've been saying that.
You almost want it that bone white
Yeah,
color,
yeah, yeah.
right? You
Yeah.
don't, and it's like with black and gray shading, doing a skull on fresh skin, yeah, you can get that, but I actually think you can get this coloration a little better over black because it has that dull look to it to begin with.
Yeah, I would agree.
And with a skull, you kind of want it looking like rotten and beaten up.
And the best part is that you can do, like, because the white is allowing you to do all these little tiny textural high points.
Yep.
So this guy's done a masterful work of making that skull look old and like ripply. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's got mad texture to it, and you can do that, I think, a little bit better with the white on black. Weirdly
Yeah,
enough.
there's going to be some things as we go along here and explore more where white on black is actually the preferred method.
Yeah,
to
it'll
do
be a better approach for some things.
textures.
Yep.
Which is a weird thing because a lot of people, again, still don't even think it's possible.
Yeah.
Here I am saying it might be a better route to some
For certain
images.
things, man, for sure.
But yeah, no, this is a great cover up for the scar, and although that second image is incredibly edited.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like, I would love to see this thing in daylight.
Yeah.
Like, if I could ever come across this in daylight, I'd love to see what the scars look like, like how noticeable they are.
Well, I think they're worked into the image perfectly.
For sure. Yeah, no, that real long defined one there underneath the sword-looking scar is used in the kind of ripple of that skull really well. It looks like it's part of the design.
Yep.
So this was very intelligent tattooing.
Yep, someone's clever.
They've done this person a real service.
I think so.
So
It looks way better.
yeah.
All right, until next time.